Greetings, ladies and gentlemen. I welcome you once again into my channel. Happy to see you again. Yes, Joy Ideas is the number one best source channel that you can ever find talking about nursing and midwifery. Yes, and today I am right here to give you some kind of little advice concerned about your admission process. One thing I want you to take note is that there is no hurry in life. That is one thing I have to tell you. And they say it is sometimes the fear of offense that makes men swallow poison. By then, if you don't want the tail of a monkey to touch you, then you don't attend the monkey dance. What it means is that the moment you get into nursing, that is the moment you start to apply to nursing school, in fact, that is where the headache starts. You start to wonder, and in fact, you get a lot of worries, asking yourself many questions without answers. Will I gain admission? How is it going to be? Have I passed my interview? In fact, will they pick me? Oh, in fact, please calm down. You don't need to stress yourself. Everything is always on God. That is one thing we believe in. After you are done with your interview, please just stop cool. There's no need to cry for an alarm. The only thing you just need to do is to pray all the time. God will intervene. One thing I have to assure you is that it is a very competitive institution that many people wish to go. In fact, some students can even apply for 5 good years without getting admission. But then, that is not going to happen to you. Don't let someone give you some kind of story that it will be giving you headache to the extent that you don't even hope for anything, you don't even pray, you don't even wish that you get admission. One thing is that you have to be sure of yourself. If you don't trust yourself, who is going to trust you? If you don't believe and hope in yourself, there is nobody to do that for you. It is only you, yourself, who can determine yourself and be sure of yourself. Apart from that, no other person. So one thing I want you to be sure is that admission process is not about how you interact with the panel. Some of you will go and then you interact with the panel and it doesn't move good on your part. Like maybe they ask you some kind of questions you couldn't answer and you are getting worried, you are getting stressed over many things, thinking a lot of things. You don't even know whether you get admission or not. Please, one thing I have to assure you is that it's not about answering the right answer or giving the wrong answer. One thing is that when they ask you questions that you are able to apply or maybe attempt genuinely, that is with vim or boldness, that is it. That is what your ability on that part. Some of you, they'll ask you the question too and you didn't get the answer correct, but it doesn't mean that you have failed your interview. No, don't ever think of that. Some of you will enter and you get frustrated along the line. They'll ask you questions that you don't even know how to start to respond to them, but you see that by the end of the day you will be gaining admission and you wonder. Everything is always by God's grace. God always intervenes in everything we do. So what it means is that when you go and you're able to perform well, thank God. Someone can even score 100% and the person will not gain admission. They'll look of what? Some qualities, some capabilities of you that gives you admission, not how you answer questions right or in that order. Sometimes, imagine if they throw a question at you and then you respond to it. The answer is correct, but how you respond to it can let them mark you down. That is right. Yes, it's more or less like writing exam. Someone asking someone question to explain something, maybe the way you put it can let them mark you down, and the way someone who doesn't even know will put it, they will mark the person right. So don't ever get frustrated. Don't think too much. After interview, relax, stop cool, put yourself together and do some necessary follow-ups. Yes, that is how it is. So please, if you are watching me in my channel, please don't get frustrated. That is one thing I'm telling you, because we have had experience about it and we are not going to influence you. One thing is that some of you, during our time too, you'll be sitting down, you don't even hope for getting admission. You'll be wondering, oh, did I pass my interview? What is happening? Over 2,000 applicants and then they need 400, 300, 200. Will I be part? And all of a sudden you'll be sitting down, you guys see a message, dear applicant, or maybe dear Mr. This, that, you have gained admission. And that is it. It starts from there. So you don't get frustrated along the line. Everything is by God's grace. Continue to pray and continue to wish yourself well. Trust yourself. Don't wait for someone to come and pray for you. Don't wait for someone to come and trust you. You have to trust yourself. Who makes you who you are? is you, and that is it. So please, they always say that the most important part of what kills a man is his back, because you don't know what is happening there. You only see your front. So what it means is that what you don't know, you do enquiries and see the way forward. That is what I mean, follow-ups. Follow-ups. God help those who help themselves. So please, I am not going to make this long. I am just briefing you on some of the motive that you have to gather, put yourself together, organize yourself. Don't feel panic. Don't get worried. Never get frustrated. You can never tell what can happen. God is a miracle God, and everything can be possible at any time. So please, stay connected to my channel. I have a lot of things to talk about. I have a lot of advice to give to you. I have a lot of guidance and maybe that I have to offer to you, because I know this is the most important time that you need my help, you need my support. And the best thing I can do is I have to give you some guidelines and some tips that you can do, some maybe follow-ups, inquiries to do, so that you'll be able to gain admission without any problem. I cannot just come and then hold your hand and go and give you admission. I doesn't own any health training institution. In fact, that is how it is. So the only thing I can do is that with maybe some of the little knowledge I have concerned about health training institutions, is the best thing I can also provide to you and give you the necessary guidelines to also enable you gain admission. That is all. We all pass through a lot of stress and procedure. We never knew we could succeed, but by God's grace we have. And equally, you can also succeed. Success comes at any time, anywhere. So please, continue to monitor your portal and check what is happening there. If it is still invited for interview, don't get worried. If it is still under review, don't get worried. Everything will change. It's always about time. They are working with system. It's always a computerized system, and they spend lots of time to process it. So if it doesn't change now, it will change. Because don't ever get worried about anything that is happening, but continue to monitor your portal. Continue to check it each day, everywhere you are, and ensure that you know what is happening. I will do lots of videos to give you some guidelines and tips concerned about some of the follow-ups you need to do, as I told you earlier in my other video, so that it will help you. Yes, it will help you. We need our help, and in fact we have to also work towards that. So I'll encourage you to please subscribe to my channel and turn on your notification bell, so that if the moment I release that video, you have access to it, because it's important and it's urgent at this time. So please share my video to your friends and encourage them to also subscribe, because also help me promote my channel, as I have also tried my best to also ensure that I give you the best advice and some of the good information I have concerned about nursing and midwifery to help you. If you have any question to ask, please don't hesitate. My doors are always open. I even give out my WhatsApp contacts to most of you. Most of you have been chatting me on WhatsApp, and we have been calling each other. So it's not a problem, because I meant it. What I'm doing, I love what I'm doing. And I also want you to help me love what I'm doing. So please subscribe and share, and encourage your colleagues and maybe your friends, family to also subscribe and promote my YouTube channel, Joy Ideas. God bless you, and I hope to see you next time in my next video. I'm going to give you some kind of best advice and tips on what to do, some of the follow-ups you have to engage in to ensure that you gain admission without any complications. Thank you very much for staying with me. See you next time in my next video. Bye.